Welcome back to our channel, where we update the most dramatic details of the movie Beyond the Gates, airing on Friday, June 27th. Right now, let's explore with us the shocking developments that cannot be missed in the episode, full of shocks, conspiracies and tense confrontations between the characters. Leslie entered the room with a gloomy face, but her eyes were carefully hidden behind a fake look of remorse. No one could have guessed that behind her apology to Eva was a meticulously calculated plot to blind everyone around her. She knew that Eva was a proud woman and also vulnerable because of her past, full of conflicts and misunderstandings that had never been resolved. Leslie took advantage of that as a springboard to gradually move deeper into the world that Eva held, a world where power, fame and secrets always go hand in hand with lurking dangers. Leslie's apology was smooth, even accompanied by a few pre-prepared tears, forcing Eva, despite her doubts, to temporarily put aside her hatred. Eva did not know that her momentary softness was what pushed her into the trap that was set. Leslie silently observed Eva's reaction, every movement, every look. Every handshake was carefully analyzed by her to make sure that Eva had fallen into the trap. Deep down, Leslie knew that if she wanted to carry out a bigger plan, the first thing she had to do was make Eva lower her guard. And she had initially succeeded when Eva temporarily accepted that fake reconciliation. At the same time, in another corner of the city, Chelsea and Madison were immersed in an atmosphere that should have been very romantic and sweet. But what happened was completely the opposite. The date that Chelsea had hoped would be an important step forward in their relationship suddenly turned into a disaster when a series of conflicts were aroused. Madison is a sensitive and suspicious person. Chelsea's careless words and inconsistent actions unintentionally rekindled the doubts that had been simmering in her heart for a long time. Their love already had small cracks. Now, under the pressure of misunderstanding and disappointment, those cracks gradually spread, threatening to destroy everything they had ever built. Chelsea tried to hold on, but her confusion and awkwardness hurt Madison even more deeply. The conversation gradually turned from gentle to tense, from tense to critical, and finally a heavy silence enveloped both of them. No words were enough to save them. The eyes looking at each other now only left distance and disappointment. Chelsea clearly felt their love was shaking to the core, something she never thought would happen so quickly. Madison left in silence, leaving Chelsea alone with a heart full of confusion and pain waiting to explode. Meanwhile, in a secret location that no one knew about, Joey was preparing to launch a proposal that could upset all the forces that were secretly struggling in the city. He knew the fatal weaknesses of each person, each family, each force that was confronting each other, and Joey had been preparing for this moment for a long time. When Bill entered that room, he had no idea that in just a few seconds, his entire worldview would be violently shaken. Joey did not beat around the bush. He made a mysterious proposal in a straightforward but meaningful way, leaving Bill speechless on the spot. What Joey revealed was not just a simple handshake, but the beginning of a dangerous alliance with deep calculations that only the coldest of people would dare to think of. Bill was an experienced person, but at that moment, he had to admit that he was completely surprised by Joey's long-planned plan. Bill understood that if he just nodded, everything would enter a spiral with no way out, where all relationships, all trusts could be betrayed, all moral boundaries would be erased. The hesitation only existed for a moment, because Bill also knew that if he refused, he would become the first to be drowned. The handshake between Joey and Bill took place in a stifling atmosphere. But it was also the signal for a big storm that was silently approaching. Secrets that had never been revealed, grudges that had never been resolved. The most cruel plans were all waiting to explode behind the door of this alliance. In the distance, Leslie continues her deep plan. Eva is completely unaware that she is being drawn into a game of chess that she is not aware of. Chelsea painfully watches her love collapse. Madison is immersed in doubt and disappointment, while Joey and Bill join hands to initiate the most dangerous moves. The whole city is immersed in a fake silence, but beneath the surface are fierce undercurrents that no one can stop. Dark secrets continue to be buried, conspiracies are still woven every day. Leslie does not stop at approaching Eva but also secretly connects with other forces, building her own underground network ready to take action when necessary. Eva, with the trauma from the past, easily falls into Leslie's trap without knowing it. She thought she could put aside her hatred, but in reality she just entered a new dangerous circle, where everything is controlled by those who are best at hiding it. Chelsea continues to fall into a mess of emotions and harsh reality, when love, which was considered the most peaceful place, becomes the place of deepest hurt. Madison is increasingly distant. The beautiful memories of the past are gradually replaced by doubt, pain and disappointment. Both know that without a miracle, everything will fall apart beyond repair. Meanwhile, Joey and Bill gradually deploy their plan. Their dangerous alliance begins to infiltrate every corner of the city. The most seemingly strong opponents begin to waver. Secrets are revealed little by little, causing countless consequences. Bill realizes that he has entered a game where if he is not ruthless enough, he will be the one eliminated without mercy. Joey, with his inherent bravery and cunning, quickly took control of the situation, gradually turning his alliance into a force that everyone had to be wary of. But he himself also understood that in this world, no one is truly safe. One wrong move, one exposed secret, everything can collapse in an instant. However, Joey never intended to stop or falter. He was willing to pay the price. Ready to confront, as long as in the end the power would be in his hands. Every person, every relationship, every force in the city is being drawn into a maze with no way out, where betrayal, calculation, and deception always exist behind fake smiles and sweet promises. No one knows what will happen, but one thing is for sure, everything is just the beginning of a never-ending nightmare. When the people behind the door beyond the gates have officially entered the game and are ready to sweep away everything that stands in their way. And that's all the most shocking developments of the episode Beyond the Gates aired on Friday, June 27th. If you don't want to miss any of the next dramatic episodes, don't forget to follow and subscribe to our channel today. See you in the next videos.